I witnessed my best friend being murdered with my own eyes, so I quickly pulled out my camera to record evidence. When I saw her being thrown off the cliff, I couldn't help but scream in terror. The people on the mountain heard me, so I immediately turned and ran. I rushed back to the cabin, grabbed my backpack, then ran to the base of the mountain and started climbing. I moved swiftly and skillfully up the cliff, and one of the attackers immediately came after me. The others stayed below, cheering him on. Very soon, he caught up to me and reached out, trying to grab me, but instead, my camera slipped from his hand and fell. Just as he was about to grab me again, I seized the opportunity to retrieve my camera. At that moment, the attacker started climbing again, constantly trying to grab my feet, but I suddenly kicked him away, sending him falling back down. The others hurried to carry him back into the cabin, then returned with climbing gear, preparing to come after me again. By then, I had already climbed halfway up the mountain, but they realized they couldn't climb that high, so they decided to take a trail around the mountain instead, planning to wait above for me to walk straight into their trap. At that moment, I reached an extremely difficult section of the cliff. Pressing tightly against the rock face, I carefully removed my backpack, then pulled out a map and searched for a slightly easier route. After that, I continued climbing upward. But before I had gone very far, I instantly broke out in a cold sweat. Luckily, the snake didn't attack me. The long hours of climbing had made my body numb, so I had no choice but to stop and rest. I pulled out a bottle of water from my backpack and drank greedily. But just as I was about to continue, I accidentally knocked the bottle off the cliff. The sight instantly filled me with despair, but my only way out now was to keep climbing upward. Soon, I reached the most difficult section of all. There was an old rope left behind from when my boyfriend and I used to climb there together. I had to rely on that rope to get across, so I took a wire from my bag and carefully hooked the rope toward me. At that moment, the climbing techniques my boyfriend once taught me flashed through my mind. Then I pushed forward and finally crossed the dangerous section. Soon after, I reached the small ledge where we had once pitched our tent, but at that very moment, the 3 attackers had already climbed above me using the trail. Only a single rock separated us now, and they had already taken out ropes preparing to descend.